Imagine standing at the edge of two worlds. On the one side, the vast and intricate universe of medicine, where every diagnosis, every treatment, every breakthrough has the potential to save lives. On the other, the realm of artificial intelligence, a force reshaping industries, enhancing human capabilities, and pushing the boundaries of what we once thought possible. What happens when these two seemingly distinct fields intervene? What is created when one science passes through the another, transforming both in the process? This is the essence of synalexis. The convergence, the fusion, the emergence of something entirely new. In mathematics, convolation, the Greek synalexis, describes how one function modifies another as they intersect. It is not a simple addition or overlap, but a transformation that produces a unique output. In medicine now, we see this principle unfold daily. The way new discoveries in AI, data science, bioinformatics all reshape the traditional medical practices. This is the testament to synalexis. Consider the way deep learning algorithms can now analyze medical scans in seconds, reducing like that the diagnostic errors and providing doctors with tools of high levels of accuracy. Yet, synalexis is more than just an enhancement. It is a shift in the very nature of how we understand the approach of a disease. AI does not replace doctors. It converges with them, augmenting their expertise and expanding their capabilities. The result, a new paradigm of healthcare, one where speed, precision, and personalized treatment redefine the patient's experience.
Every moment in life presents us with a choice, a decision point where it will reflect the rest of your life, but not with the way that society is telling us it will. It's not about making the right or wrong decision, but it's about the different opportunities and the pathways that will come to your life because of that decision. To give you a personal story, when I started with math Olympiads in high school, and start studying non-stop those complex solutions and abstract problems, I didn't think that that would have helped me later on my undergrads in electrical and computer engineering and give me the ability to deeply understand signals and systems. The combination of the two led me to be able to do research in signals at Carnegie Mellon University. That later became research in AI and healthcare. The background I was building was great for AI. I just didn't know that at that current stage of my life. And it was really useful that I knew how to work with signals and how to process EEG readings mathematically. Then I took the decision to go to Harvard to do my postgraduate degree in AI. And there I decided to enroll in a lot of MIT courses. All those were decisions, but those MIT courses teach me entrepreneurship, and is the reason why today I'm a co-founder of a healthcare AI startup. And the decisions are going on and on and on. And it's those decisions that brings you to a different stage in your life. A stage where you have to have more opportunities and do more decisions. Life is like getting into a car and start driving. Every road will give you different opportunities, right, left turns, crossroads, and you're taking the choice. For me, this is a great analogy of how life is and how decisions and events in your life build up to where your destiny will be. Every decision, however small, sets the stage for what comes next. Of course, those events are not sequential, but rather in parallel. It's almost like a neural network where every neuron is part of the function representing your life. And the decisions you're taking are represented by the current stage of your life and what you're experiencing. Even my interaction with my sister and the support we give to each other is like a neuron in my neural network. Or it could just be a representation of fine-tuning my hyperparameters of my model, my life.
My own journey is an example of synalexis in action. Coming from a background that blended medicine with bioinformatics, I found myself in the intersection of these two worlds. Early on, my passion for medical research led me to explore new ways to improve patient outcomes. But I soon realized that traditional approaches had limitations. As I delved deeper into bioinformatics and artificial intelligence, I saw the potential to bridge the gap, using computational power to enhance the diagnosis, predict the disease progression, and personalize treatment strategies. What started as two separate fields soon became one interconnected mission. Through this journey, I learned that innovation is rarely born in isolation. It emerges when disciplines converge and evolve together. That is the true power of synalexis.
Let's explore some examples of how synalexis is revolutionizing medicine. First of all, AI-powered diagnostics. A traditional diagnosis relies on human expertise, which is invaluable but have limitations. Today, convolutional neural networks are processing thousands of medical images, detecting patterns invisible to the human eye. A lung tumor, a retinal anomaly, an early-stage neurological disorder, identified with greater accuracy and faster than ever before. A second example is drug discovery and precision medicine. Decades of drug development can now be condensed into months using AI simulations. We are accelerating the creation of life-saving treatments. More than that, machine learning tailors therapies to genetic profiles of individual patients, ensuring higher efficiency and fewer side effects.
And of course, we have robotic-assisted surgery. Surgeons and robotic systems no longer exist in separate spheres. With synalexis, they work together. With AI-enhanced precision, reduced skills. They're improving the outcomes and they're making procedures less invasive. Surgeons' hands, guided by the intelligence of an AI system, become capable of movements beyond human limitations. Finally, we have predictive healthcare and preventative medicine. AI is not just reactive, it's predictive. By analyzing vast data sets, algorithms can forecast disease outbreaks, anticipate individual healthcare risks, and even guide interventions before symptoms even appear. Synalexis in action means moving from treatment to prevention, shifting the healthcare model entirely.
But with transformation comes responsibility. Synalexis is not just about technology, it's about how we choose to integrate it into human lives. How do we ensure AI-driven medicine remains ethical, unbiased, and accessible to all?
Trust, transparency, and collaboration. This must be the guide for the fusion. The goal is not to replace the human touch in medicine, but to enhance it. To empower the doctors not to dismiss their role. To ensure that while machines may analyze, it is humans who heal. We are at the dawn of a new era, one defined by synalexis. The intersection of human intelligence and artificial intelligence, of transition and innovation, of science and technology. The medical breakthroughs of tomorrow will not come from one discipline alone, but from the fusion of many. And so, I will leave you with one question. How will we shape this convergence? How will we enhance synalexis not just as a mathematical concept, but as a force for the good in medicine and beyond? The answer lies not in choosing between human expertise and artificial intelligence, but in embracing the power of the transformation together. Because when two forces converge, not to replace, but to involve, something truly extraordinary is born. Thank you very much.